Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's budget video. Today we're going to be setting up our budget for the month of May. We are also going to set up our sinking funds. So in front of me, I actually have my 12.9-inch iPad. I haven't used this actually as an iPad in so long. I've been using it as a dual screen monitor synced up with my iMac, and so it's super weird, I have to say. It's weird, but nice having such a big screen. It's just something I'm not used to. Andrew is actually currently using the iPad Air 4. He's using that to create Goodnotes files for me. So I have an iPad Air 5 on the way for myself, and he's gonna use the iPad Air 4. So anyways, I don't have my new Air yet, so in the meantime I'll be using the 12.9-inch, but it is definitely very nice having this big screen, I have to say. But let's go ahead and get started and get everything set up for May. So I am using the Prosper You Planner Hub system. This planner system is available in my Etsy shop, which I do have linked down below for you guys. Also, how do we feel about the lighting? I moved my office around and I am in front of my window, and I have to say this is really, really nice. It's really nice also because I can film while looking out the window, so it feels less like of a dungeon-y type of situation, if that makes any sense. So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I am going to go ahead and go to my notebooks because that is where I am housing all of my budget stuff currently. I will be releasing the budget add-on that is revamped very soon. I'm kind of thinking right now that it will be up possibly on the 10th. So by the time you guys are seeing this video, it would be a week from today. So we'll see. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and lasso all of this over, copy it, and we'll paste it over here. It is pasting everything up top, but that is okay because I guess I'll use that anyways eventually, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and just rename this to May. And I will pull this back down. It was kind of in the way, so there we go. And that is already good to go. Sorry that I always write on such a diagonal. I try to keep this straight for you guys, but I struggle with that a little bit. So now I'm gonna go ahead and tap on the little one here to go to the monthly budget page, and we're gonna go ahead and put in our budget inserts. So I am using Kit 21 budget inserts. These are available in my shop as well. I'm gonna put this in list because I feel like it's easier. It's the Peachy Periwinkle theme, which is the same theme that I used for my May month. And so I kind of wanted to be matchy-matchy. But I have decorative budget inserts as well as totally neutral budget inserts available in my shop. And once I release the new budget add-on, everything is gonna be revamped because there's gonna be landscape versions, of course portrait versions, and then dark mode, light mode, all of that good stuff. So definitely stay tuned for that. That will be very exciting. I've started working on everything and it's coming together really nicely. So I'm very excited to share. But let's go ahead and find the monthly budget. I'm gonna use monthly budget version 2, so I'm just gonna drag and drop that over. These inserts are just PNG images, so you just resize them to fit and all of that. So I'm just gonna put that there. I feel like that looks good. And then on the next page, I'm trying to remember the order of things, how I did them. How did I do the order? Oh, bill tracker. So we'll do the bill tracker next. And I really liked having the bill tracker in April just to kind of check off, make sure that bills are paid on time and everything. So I'm just gonna resize that how I like it and put that there. And then we have our weekly check-in. So I'm gonna use weekly check-in with 4 weeks for May. I've noticed I really never use the 5-week version. So I really like the 4-week. So there's that, and then because I'm continuing to forget, spending tracker, sinking funds, transaction log. Okay, So we'll do our spending tracker next. And for the spending tracker, I am going to use version 1. Just kind of a more, or no, I'm gonna use version 2 because I don't want the balance column. The first one has a balance column in it, which I think is really helpful. It's more like a check register setup, is I feel like the way it's set up. This is more of like a standard spending tracker. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna do what I did last month, and I'm going to actually crop this down just a little bit because I wanna make room for my key. So I can actually zoom in here and I can grab a white pen and I can do this if I want to. You don't have to do that. I don't even actually find it. Well, I can, you know what I can do is I can just crop this again and maybe push this up a little bit more and see what that does. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. And then I'm actually going to go ahead and go to my April spending tracker, and I'm going to copy and paste this key over. So we'll just circle all of that, copy, and make sure images was checked on, yep. And then I will go back to my May spending tracker and we will paste that right down here. So now I've got my key there, and then I've got some room for decoration, which I really like. So I'm actually gonna go now and I'm going to duplicate this page because I know I'm gonna need at least 2 spending trackers. So you can duplicate your page really, really easily. And then on page 5 of the notebook, we are going to do sinking funds. So I've got my sinking funds insert. And again, I'm just gonna resize it how I want it to be. That looks good to me. Then we'll need a transaction log. So again, I'm just gonna resize, put in the transaction log, and then I'm gonna put my business budget in. So I'm gonna do my business budget. I really like doing it this way because I can export these pages as PDFs and give them to our accountant. So that works out really well. And we are in Q2 now, so I'll need the Q2 taxes and business expenses, and this is the 8th page of my notebook. And I would say that works out pretty well. So those are all my pages, how I have them set up and everything. So I have my, let's just start from the beginning. I'll just tap on the one up here. So we have our monthly budget, the bill tracker, the weekly check-in page, the spending tracker along with the key, 2 pages for that, sinking funds, transaction log, which I can also duplicate this page if I find that I need more space, and then the business budget and business expenses. I don't share my business budget at all, and I will set that up off camera, but I will be setting up our monthly budget page and I will set up our sinking funds with you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. As far as our financial goals are concerned, and I'm gonna put this on a little bit of a diagonal, or a lot of bit of a diagonal. We have our emergency fund that we are still beefing up. I just want to get at least, we started out with 15 and I want to get like 25,000 in there. So we're kind of working on that slowly. And then we have our investments, and that's really all we're working on. In May, we're not putting anything towards our new car fund because I have a surgery coming up and we got the estimate cost of that and it's going to be pretty expensive. So we're gonna need to put extra in our medical sinking fund and all of that. So we're not gonna really do anything towards the new car for probably a couple months at least. So we'll see, but that's what we're working on. And then our income sources. So income sources are the Planning to Prosper April income. It's everything I earned in April from Planning to Prosper, minus my business expenses and minus taxes. And then I also have miscellaneous, just for anything random that might come in. So I'm gonna turn images off. It's a good practice to just always have images off when you're working with inserts. So I'm gonna center that a little bit more. That way you can pick up your handwriting and move things around and you don't have to worry about picking up the insert or anything. So for our miscellaneous, we're gonna put 0, and then I do not share my business income or anything. So there's that. And then we have our fixed expenses. So for fixed expenses, we have our mortgage. And our mortgage is $1,571.78. HOA, the Homeowners Association, is $111.95. State Farm is my husband's life insurance, and we pay $38.70 per month for that. And then we have our ortho payment. So I am about to start an ortho treatment just to fix some crowding that's going on towards the front of my mouth and my bite issue. So that's $240 per month. CenturyLink is our internet provider, and that is $65 per month. Massage Envy, which I use just to honestly de-stress and kind of work on my back because I hold all of my stress in my back. So, and then Andrew occasionally will use the membership too to go get work done. He works out at the gym, and so he ends up like getting really sore and stuff, and the massages help. And then we have Orange Theory, and that's $162.50. And Banner Life, which is my life insurance. I'll center that a little bit better. And that is $22.22. So our total fixed expenses are $2,277.15. Okay, and then we have variable expenses. So for variable expenses, we have Southwest Gas, which is what we use to heat our home, which we don't need to do at all right now in Arizona because it is starting to warm up. But we also do have a gas stove, so that takes care of that as well. Then we have water and trash, which we pay monthly through the city. And, oh, I didn't put in the budget. So the budget amount for Southwest Gas is $60, and then water and trash is $100. APS is our electricity company, and that is $320. I just like to round that up just in case, give a little wiggle room. Then we have the gym membership, which Andrew uses. I eventually am going to use one. They're building one that's closer to us, so once that's open, I think I'll probably start going with Andrew a little bit more, like maybe do like 3 days at Orange Theory and then 1 day at the gym with him or something. But it's pretty cheap, and he likes taking the kids. The kids have a really good time there, so that is $60 per month, and that's like with childcare and everything. It's a pretty good deal compared to what we used to do. We used to go to Lifetime Fitness, and I will say Lifetime Fitness is a lot nicer. They have a lot more available for kids as far as programs and classes and things like that, but it's expensive, like $100 more than that. They have a really nice pool that you can use and stuff too, so there's a lot of perks to it, but there's not one really close to us anymore, not as close as it used to be. So yeah, so we're just going to this gym for now. Then we have T-Mobile, which is our cell phone provider, and I'm budgeting $150 for the month for T-Mobile. Hulu is another one. and we are doing $25 for the month for Hulu. WW is, I think, going up to $45 for the month. I thought about canceling it, and then, I don't know, I'm not gonna talk about this a ton because honestly, I am doing a lot of experimenting when it comes to diet and all that kind of stuff, and like really figuring out what works, and it's taking a lot of trial and error, so I don't want to give anyone whiplash with me changing my mind and all that kind of stuff. I've just been trying to essentially fine-tune things, and I will say, so calorie counting versus WW, that's been my like back and forth a lot lately. And the one thing I do like about WW is the fact that there are 0-point foods, so you don't have to like meticulously track as much as you do with calorie counting. And with what I am working on as far as my diet is concerned, a lot of what I'm eating is 0-point foods. So I feel like WW is worth it. Plus I would like to start going to the meetings again. I know I've been really flippy-floppy about this, but I find that having that extra accountability, going to check in, and just being with like-minded people to talk about our struggles and our triumphs and all that kind of stuff is just really motivating for me. So we're gonna give it a go and see how it goes and see how much I stick with it. I feel like I was calorie counting on my MyFitnessPal, and it's not that hard, especially if you're eating the same things over and over again. It's just like the measuring of absolutely everything that kind of was starting to get to me. So I don't know, I try to meal prep as much as I can, but like for example, and this might sound so silly, but when I'm making eggs, I like to use 2 whole eggs and I use some egg whites. And I just want to be able to dump those egg whites in. I don't want to measure them. I don't want to get a measuring cup dirty. I don't want to deal with it. It's just like, it sounds like so ridiculous, I know. But when time is as limited as my time is currently, I feel like anywhere I can make shortcuts, I will. So again, just because of the way that my like diet is structured currently, I feel like WW may be the route to go, especially with that community aspect of it. So anyways, that's enough about that. So we're keeping that in the budget for now. And then we did hire a cleaning service to come in. They're gonna be coming in twice a month. And we did that to free up Andrew's time so that he can help more with the business. So Colleen is our cleaning lady. She's so awesome. Like her and her girls that came to clean, like they did a phenomenal job, such a good job. And she's estimating that for our size home, it'll be about $180 every 2 weeks. And I know this seems like a really big expense, but it would be more to actually hire someone. And that's the way I'm looking at it, to actually hire someone and have them work for me part-time. Obviously they would get paid more than that. And it also frees up our time, like when we're together as a family. Like we don't have as much to do as far as cleaning is concerned. And so for us, that's worth it. So I know this is a big expense, and it's something that we've never had in our budget, but to us it made sense to hire cleaners, free up Andrew's time. Now he won't have to clean during Julia's nap. He won't have to clean after the kids go to bed and everything, and he can work on stuff for me so that I don't have to hire someone. And then on the weekends and when we're, you know, hanging out together as a family during the week, like at dinner time and stuff, we don't have as much to worry about as far as cleaning is concerned. So that was my way of looking at it. Some may agree or disagree, but you have to do what works best for you and your family. That is what I preach all the time. And so we're gonna give this a try, see how it goes. The only thing that Andrew is gonna have to worry about now really is like cooking and taking care of the kids. Obviously we'll still like tidy up and we'll have laundry, but I like to do laundry, so that's one of my responsibilities. And so yeah, just tidying up and and just hanging out. And then he'll do the Goodnotes files for me, and he'll do cropping and compressing, which saves me so much time. It saves me so much time, and that frees up my time to create more like new products. There's a lot of new stuff I want to put in the shop. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Thought I'd go ahead and explain that, because I know it's like, it's kind of sticker shock moment, but she's guesstimating it's gonna be 180 every 2 weeks. So if that ends up being the case, it would be 360 for the month. That might go down, it might go up. It's gonna just depend on how long it takes them, because they're paid hourly. And yeah, so anyways, that is that. And then we get into some more of our living expenses. So we have grocery, which we budget $200 per week. And we go grocery shopping typically on Saturdays. So there are 4 Saturdays in the month of May. So that means that we are budgeting $800 for groceries. Next we have household. For household, we are budgeting $200 for the month. Eating out is something that we budget weekly as well. We budget $60 per week, and we typically eat out on Saturdays as well, so that's $240 for the month. For gas, $150 seemed to be enough for us in April, so we're gonna do that same number again in May. That's basically 2 fill-ups with the price of gas these days, which is crazy, but anyways. And then we have Maddie's commission money. This is money that she is given when she earns it by doing extra chores around the house. So there are certain things that the kids are expected to do just because that's their normal responsibilities, like making their bed, picking up their toys and things like that. But if Maddie wants to go and, you know, help me organize things in my office, which is something she did when I redid my office, she helped out a lot and cleaned off my desks and stuff for me. I gave her money for that. So she can earn up to $20 per month. So we like to take that out in singles. And she's been really good about it lately, so we'll definitely need to take that all out. And then sinking funds, we are putting $3,165 towards sinking funds. And then we also have unbudgeted. And for unbudgeted, we are budgeting $0. We just like to have a line item in there for that. So our total variable expenses is $5,695. So that takes care of our monthly budget. And I'll write it down here too. So goals, we have our emergency fund. I don't share these numbers because with some simple math, you could very easily figure out what my business income is and all that kind of stuff. So I just write these in just so they're good to go once I close out the budget. Okay, so next we are gonna go on over, let me real quick, while I'm at it, I'm gonna go ahead and go to the April weekly check-in, and I am going to copy and paste this text because it's just kind of nice having that, you know, set up, ready to go. So I'm going to paste and we'll put that in over here. And then that is all set to go. So just wanted to go ahead and take care of that real quick. And then we will go on over to sinking funds. So for sinking funds, I kind of like actually using this big iPad for filming purposes. And I like filming this in landscapes. I feel like it's easier for you guys to see everything. So, all right, so for our categories for sinking funds, let me grab my little rough draft. We have Andrew's pocket money. I can just take that and resize it, get that to fit a little bit better. I can move pocket over Move that over. Okay, and then we have beauty, which that is haircuts, nails, lashes, all of those things. Birthdays and gifts. Let me go ahead too and write in what we're adding. So the beginning balances I do not have yet because I haven't closed out April's budget. I will be doing that in a couple days and you guys will see that whole process. But for Andrew's pocket money, we're adding 100 this time instead of 200. So we're prioritizing medical this month. So we made cuts in certain areas and yeah, because we need to put a big old chunk towards medical. Birthdays and gifts we're putting 0 because there's honestly enough in there and we don't really have any like birthdays or anything like that coming up. Although I think today is my stepdad's birthday, is it? Yep, it is. So I'll need to get on that. So, but we have I think like $400 in there, something like that. So we'll be good for a while. Then we have car insurance. And we're putting $80 towards car insurance. We pay that annually in October, so putting $80 aside every month will enable us to pay that in full. Then we have car maintenance. And we're putting 0 in there because again we have quite a bit. I want to say we have like $1,600 in there. We do need to get a lot of work done to the car here soon. So it's good that we have that, but we don't really need to add anything to it. And then we have car tags. And again, we're putting 0 because we have plenty in there. Christmas, we're doing 150. And Christmas covers our Christmas trip, so we will probably do the Polar Express this year, which is really fun. And then it also covers gifts, decorations, food, just everything Christmassy. So then we have clothing for Andrew, and he is needing some shoes, so we're actually putting $50 in there for him. Clothing for the girls, we're putting 0. Because they have plenty and I just went shopping for them. Clothing for me, I have plenty in there. So I do need to get a couple like workout item things from Old Navy. I love Old Navy's workout clothes, but I have enough. I have plenty in there to pay for that. So then there is entertainment. We are putting $100 in entertainment. We're planning to do a lot of fun stuff over the summer, so we want to make sure we have enough in there. Then there's extracurricular activities, which is actually just these summer activities, but just renamed to kind of make it a more all year round type of deal. So I'm gonna resize that, and I might actually, I wonder, why aren't you wanting to resize for me? Okay, that's fine, because I think I'm gonna just put this as extra activities, or I could even put, I could even do like activities. I might do that. And I might just move all of this down 1. And we'll just do activities at the top. Then I just don't have to write as much. But for activities, we're doing $160. So the balance that was in summer activities will get transferred to this activities fund, and that's for, we've got Maddie signed up for piano, taekwondo, and then we have Julia signed up for gymnastics. So that will cover that. And then, oh, I need to kind of adjust this a little bit. Maybe move that up a little. Okay. This one too. Alrighty, so next we have family pictures, which we're planning to do when we go out to North Carolina. We're gonna go to an apple orchard out there and get professional photos done, so that'll be fun. Then holidays, which holidays is like Easter, Halloween. It's just kind of a catch-all for everything except Christmas, basically. So holidays, we're putting 0. House maintenance is the next one. I know Andrew was just talking about getting like a leaf blower, and then there was something else that he wanted to get for the house. So we're putting $250 in there. And I'll go and center this real quick. Then there is medical, so this is the big one. So for medical, we're putting $1,000. Because, yeah, so far my surgery is gonna be $1,600. And then we also will have to pay hospital bills, which it's an outpatient surgery, so hopefully that's not too bad. And then also the anesthesiologist. So, yeah. We're gonna have to put aside quite a bit for May and probably June as well for that. Then there's miscellaneous, and we decided to put 0 in miscellaneous for May. There's the puppies. This covers their food, vet visits, toys, all that good stuff. And we're putting $150 for them. School covers like field trips, book fairs, fundraisers, school supplies, school uniforms, just anything school related goes, comes out of school. And we've got a lot in there, so we're gonna put 0 for May. Then there's my pocket money. And I'm getting 100 as well this month. Subscriptions is the next one. Let me move this up a little. Subscriptions, so that's Amazon Prime. And there was something else that comes out of there, but I don't remember what it was. I know Headspace is like a meditation app that Andrew really likes using. And yeah, I can't think of the rest. And then there's vacation. And vacation, we're also putting a very big chunk in because we're actually using that fund to do like a all-day date type of deal. Andrew planned out the whole thing, and we're doing that. By the time you guys are seeing this, we already went on that date, but he wanted to just do something really special for the two of us, so that's gonna pay for all of that. And so we're putting a total of $3,165 into sinking funds. So that is all good to go. Let me go ahead and flip this into portrait mode. This guy is so big, like honestly. This is such a huge iPad, but I have to say it's nice. I haven't used it as an iPad in so long, and it's crazy to me, but I've been using it as a dual screen forever, and yeah, I feel like this will be really fun actually to like plan on and stuff. I use my mini a ton for on the go, and the Air is just really comfortable to hold. This is definitely huge. Like you would have to sit at a desk and like have this propped up to work on it. I don't feel like I could just carry this around and hold it on my hand and like be able to use it very well that way, but it's definitely nice having the big screen. So everything is now all set up, ready to go for May. That is a good feeling. We've got a plan. We just need to execute the plan, stick to our budget as close as we can. We have a lot of goals that we want to start working on, and so yeah, we just need to stick to the budget, get the medical stuff behind us, and then we'll be all good to go. So that is it for this budget setup video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. If you did, please let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what financial goals you are working on in the month of May. I would love to chat with you about that down below as well. And other than that, that is it. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, definitely give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to catch all of my future videos. Yay for really good lighting. I love this. All right, that is it. I will chat with y'all later. Bye.